I'm Ian Wilkinson, attorney at law. Thank you for coming in to see me.
I'm here to make a will, but there are some questions that I need to get you answer for me before I even start it.
I am glad that you have finally decided to make your will. It is a very important step in your life.
As is recommended before his visit, Mr. Rodney had prepared an inventory of his assets and decided how to share them among those he had chosen to benefit from his estate. To ensure the validity of his will, however, Mr. Rodney has to fulfill certain requirements by law. He has to be of sound mind and older than 18.
Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Well, yes. Well, you look it, but I just wanted to make sure. And secondly, your will has to be in writing. All right? So a word of mouth will is not going to work. It has to be in writing. And that is one of the things we are going to do today, put it in writing for you. And thirdly, you have to sign it before your will can be valid. After all, it's yours.
Additionally, the will has to be signed by 2 witnesses at the same time. The legal will is ambulatory. It walks with you from the time it is made until you die. In other words, even though William Rodney makes his will today, it will take effect only upon his death. Indeed, Mr. Rodney is doing a wise thing by making a will. He's actually preventing his property from going on intestacy.
Intestacy is really the act of dying without making a will. Now, when you die without making a will, it can cause a number of problems. And one of the main problems is that there is nobody immediately in control of your estate. When you make a will, you normally name an executor, who is somebody who looks after your estate to make sure that who you say you want to get whatever will get it, or whatever you wish to be done will be done. It is very, very important when you appoint an executor that you appoint someone who's very trustworthy. It is crucial because that person is going to be handling your estate, your property, your money, bank accounts, all of that. Very important. You wanted to ask a question about the executor?
One of the questions that is in my mind is how many executors can I use when I'm making my will?
I normally recommend at least 2. And the fact is, when you have 2, sometimes the executor might even die before you. And which is why I recommend to people that if you're appointing an executor or a witness, you must try and appoint somebody younger than you. Because the presumption is that a younger person will live longer than you. You should appoint somebody with some kind of business know-how, business sense. Somebody who has some degree of education and who can get around and handle himself or herself. All right? You understand?
Yes.
Good.
A friend of mine once asked me if an executor should be paid because he's the person looking after the will.
That's a good question. An executor can get payment. The law allows the executor to get 6% as his fees of the value of the estate, whatever it is. But he gets paid at the end.
Besides the executor, witnesses are an important component of the will, and attorneys find that wills are often invalidated based on the nature of the witness's association with the document.
People to whom you are giving gifts in your will, don't use them as witnesses. All right? Because if you're giving something to, say, John Brown, and you make John Brown sign the will, he's going to lose a gift. Because the law is that a witness cannot benefit under a will.